Today we're checking out the PowerLot wireless charger, and I'm really excited to check this out because this is really going to be next gen charging, guys. This is something that I have been really wanting for a long time, and I have an iPhone, and that's what we're going to use this bad boy right out of the box. Though one thing I'm noticing immediately is the very high quality of material that's being used here, that's being made to, you know, charge and hold your phone and charge it, and I'm loving it right out of the box. This is right here like a really nice rubber feel, but it's really like durable. And then you have like right here this really nice finish right here, and it's just beautiful right here to look at. So it's one of those things that if you're gonna have on your desk, it's really gonna stand out and really just be nice looking and just really sit on that desk really nicely. So I'm a big fan of it right off the bat. Another cool aspect too is that you get a really nice charger that comes inside, which I'm really happy to see, and a really nice braided cable. Like, this is really good material. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but this is really nice, and I'm a big fan of the cable as well. So you're not getting anything here that's low quality. This is all high quality stuff. Now, the thing I wanted to check out was how this thing functions in terms of kind of coming out, and it's just simple. You just kind of pull it out of a little circle, and then it just stands right there. Let's go ahead and plug this in, check this out, and see how it charges. Now, one cool thing about this that you're not going to see with a lot of different chargers, this wireless charger stand, is this one has some really interesting capabilities, and I'll explain that as I go ahead and plop this bad boy right there. And by the way, whoa, look at that. That was amazing. Let me show that again. So if you take a look, it just stays right on there really nicely. Look at there, and there it goes. So if you take a look, it like sticks on and then it sticks. So it like takes a moment, it grabs it, and then it sticks. You see that? And if you take a look, I mean, my phone is not protected at all right now, so if this dropped, that would be bad. And as you guys can see, it is doing a great job, just kind of like sucks in your phone. Like, I feel that magnetic charge, and bam. And then if you take a look right there, then it starts to charge, if you notice that. So that is what's really amazing. So let me explain something that I find really fascinating with this charger that you're just not going to see anywhere else. When it hits about the 0 to 20% stage, so right now it's at 11%, what you're going to end up seeing is the phone actually charges at about, I think, around 9 volts. And the reason that it does that is that it wants to go ahead and charge this phone as fast as it can in these little beginning stages. When it gets to about 20 to 80%, it can get all the way up again to about 9 volts. So in the 0 to 20, you're gonna get a really good quick charge. Right in the middle of the phone, it'll be like 20 to 80% battery. It'll go ahead and charge it up to like right up to that 9 volts, right? Even potentially reaching to 12. And then once you get to 80 to 100, when you get close to charging, it'll charge it up. But one thing that this thing does, this charger, is that it will taper off and it will take it easy from like overcharging your phone and messing it up. So I thought that was really cool and something that you're just not gonna see. But in the meantime, let's go ahead though and keep this bad boy charged, and we're gonna kind of go through the stages so you guys can check this out, and I'll kind of give you guys a timer and let you know how long it took from it to go from where I have it to where it's been. All right, guys, so now this is at 42%. I was able to time it from where I had it at the start, which was like 11%, all the way to 20. And I can tell you it took about somewhere between 8 to 10 minutes. I like looked away and didn't get the exact timer, so it was able to relatively charge it pretty fast. And now we're gonna see it kind of go, as you guys can see, the number just went up to 43. We're gonna see this now go from 40 to 80%, and the voltage really just kicks up at this point as well, which is really cool. I've already started the timer now on this, so we'll see where it ends up at, but ultimately this thing is charging relatively fast. I'm a big fan of this, and we'll continue to see how it goes. And by the way, I mean, amazing design. I have nothing but amazing words to say about this. So this has been awesome. All right, guys, so we got this now to 82%. So basically from about 20 to 80, I want to say it was around 30 minutes. I didn't have the exact clock. Like, I didn't have the stopwatch going, but I was roughly timing it, and it took me about 30 minutes. So this thing really charged pretty fast. Now that's the thing, right? With wireless chargers, they're usually not as fast as the wall ones, but this one is giving intense power. And one of the cool things is that this wire gives about 20 power delivery, and this device itself gives at least 15. And as I mentioned before, this thing starts to really ramp up too, the more that it's charging. And another thing too is that if this gets to about full, it actually starts to keep the power down and keep it really basic. That way you don't mess up your battery. So it's got some like smart charging really embedded in this, which I really love. And then one of the things that I've started to realize too, once this was at 80%, I've kind of been watching it, the charge goes up quite even more. It goes up to about, I think, between that 12 to 15 range. And what it really tries to do is that it powers it up all the way full from 80 to 100 as quick as it can as well. So that's something that I thought was really neat. And then once you get to, like I said, that 100, it starts to really stabilize the power. So overall, guys, I'm really a big fan of PowerLot. They are really awesome. One thing that really impresses me though is just kind of the magnetic feel. Like it'll just like stick on. See, it's like it catches, it looks like it catches right in that middle and then it sticks on, as you guys can see. Like you'll see the magnetic right there and then it just sticks on and it's just amazing. So this is by far the best wireless charger I've ever covered. I've covered quite a bit on my page. This one by far is the absolute best. I've had some ones that have been a little bit rough around the edges, but this one is just magic. Like it's just doing its thing. I mean, look at this. I'm shaking this. I don't recommend doing this, but look, just to give you an idea of how strong the magnetic is, I'm like really shaking it. So if you guys are really interested in PowerLot, I could not recommend it more. And overall, this is one of the best wireless chargers I've seen. And you're just going to want to grab this, man, because it's awesome. So absolutely recommend.